Hello there, my name is Marais and welcome to the second episode on the couch brought to you by none other than Clear Access, and it's all about Clear Access. Joining me today in studio is Rob. Rob, how are you?
Good, and you, Mac?
All good, and Rob is actually a regional manager in KZN. But now on the line, Marais, somewhere in South Africa, decided, you know what, I am enough and I need Clear Access to step in. That's where you came in, right?
Yeah, well, Mac, you know, with the lockdown, a lot of people, their businesses suffered. They couldn't talk to their students or their colleagues at work. Everyone was on their own. And I think with Lee's case, you know, she was a violin teacher and she relied on people in the same room, because being in the same room and you're a violin teacher, you'd be able to hear the notes properly, teach the notes properly. So she needed to connect to those students who also needed her services.
Lee, how are you doing? Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you fine, thank you.
You had problems because of lockdown. What kind of problems did you experience?
When I'm teaching, we have to work with good quality sound. Normally I have my student right next to me. I'd like to perform with my student. I would like to demonstrate to my student. So it's important for me to hear what my student is doing, but it's also important for my student to hear what I'm doing. And it was a huge problem before I met Rob, and because I had a different service provider before the time, and before Rob helped me with Clear Access, I experienced large problems with my connectivity, with my connection. I couldn't hear my student properly. Very often I would hear the sound and there would be a delay in the visuals, and that is highly frustrating. So literally I had to close my eyes sometimes to try and figure out what my student is doing, because I could not see what they were doing, and then of course the sound was absolutely atrocious. So with Clear Access I really managed to improve my quality of lessons, and I could hear my students better as well. So yes, I'm a violin teacher and sound is extremely important.
So if I have to ask you, would you say the problem was the fact that, you know, you were not that tech savvy, that you had to reach out to Clear Access?
I am absolutely useless. I am a dinosaur when it comes to computers and any form of IT.
Yeah.
So Rob helped me a lot, and Clear Access was a huge help.
Now Rob, just a quick one. So how did you step in to help out Lee?
So the first thing was to get it up and running, okay, to make sure that a connection is stable. And you know the story about Clear Access and the kind of backhaul we've got and the infrastructure we have. You know, I mean, this company is built on the media industry, and you can't find a more demanding, client as far as the service provider is concerned. And getting onto our network, as a home user with the kind of reliability that you're used to seeing in the media industry, you found that, she's just said, I mean, the kind of experience she had was totally different. We obviously then had to tweak her Zoom quite a bit, because there's some new plugins in that. And yeah, I mean, we've got her up to a point now where she's broadcasting as in hi-fi stereo quality sound.
Now, Lee, just a quick one. So would you also say that the previous service provider actually, it wasn't working for you, and that's why you joined Clear Access?
That was definitely why I had to change, because we also realized that what I paid for was not what I received. And I don't only have students, one-on-one students, but I'm also running teacher training courses. So sometimes I have up to 10, 12 teachers, and the Zoom worked extremely well with that, because I can see all the teachers. With good connection, we can actually play games where everybody opens their mute, if that's the correct terminology. So everybody, we can hear everybody. It's quiet enough in the background, and all the teachers have an opportunity to play one after the other. So with that facility on Zoom, it was absolutely brilliant, and I can continue with my teacher training courses like this. And also we've had a couple of teachers from Zimbabwe, and everything worked extremely well. And I must say, I'm just so pleased that the teacher training could continue under really difficult circumstances.
Now, just to wrap it up before I let you go, Lee, in your own words, as part of your own testimonial, would you say Clear Access is Clear Access?
clear access, this is the only access.
So can you just please fade us out of this testimonial? Whatever you want to play.
Here's a little something about from Bach.
That's nice.
Okay? Yay! Listen, good luck with the future ahead. Stick to clear access and everything will be accessible for you.